We got Don Meissner and Bob Giordano in this morning talking about Bassmaster Elite Series coming up next week in Waddington. Don, what kind of caliber of fishermen do we have coming to the area?
Well, I'll tell you what. These are the very best fishermen in the whole country. They're the 102 top anglers that they earn that spot by being the best at all the preceding tournaments to qualify for this. These guys are so keyed in. They're so good that you guys out there listening got to come to really see how good these people are. It's amazing.
Do you have any indication as to where these guys will be fishing at during this tournament?
No, we really don't. They know that they have the entire St. Lawrence River at their disposal. They can fish any place on either side, the Canadian side or the American side. It's up to them. Where I would like them to fish, where it makes the most sense to me, is to fish right around our area, because if the lure isn't in the water, you're not going to catch fish. If you're traveling 90 miles to go down to Lake Ontario, you've got 2 ways at that distance that you're not going to be catching fish.
Right. Yeah, because you have to get there and you have to come back.
Exactly.
And lose time traveling there.
And don't forget, there's a penalty if those fish aren't alive. So all these things, play into a factor here.
Where are these guys going to be staying at? Are they all over the area?
Oh, they're all over the area, and they've been booking up for a long, long time. Yeah. Some of the anglers are even staying in houses with people. And I'm sure that friendships will be made this way. Some will be staying in motels, but there's so many people coming, and it was their responsibility to find a place to stay. Unless they called and said, can you help us?
Now, why does Bassmasters want to come to Waddington?
Well, that's the story of our lives right now. And this has been a function of FishCap reaching out and they hearing about FishCap initially to say, what's all the buzz about up there? Because normally they wouldn't come up here. They've got every place in the United States to go. But they started hearing stories about how this was the fishing capital of the world, and they already knew that we had the biggest smallmouth any place in the world. So with a lot of teasing and coaxing and a lot of telephone calls, we were able to convince them that this is someplace they didn't want to miss.
Now, they've been here and they've seen the area. What do they think about it?
Oh, they came up here and I think they were captivated by the area. We take it for granted, but there's very few places like this. You've got this beautiful river, and you've got Canada on one side, America on the other, and you've got this vast, beautiful place in Waddington. And that intrigued them. Just the old age charm, I think, and I've always said that. It's like stepping back in time. And I think they realized that there was the potential for one of the greatest venues they've ever held with BASS.
Now, what kind of fishermen do we have coming, Bob? You've got the leaderboard there. Who's coming?
Well, we have, like Don said earlier, we have 99 of the best bass anglers coming in the world to Waddington. In first place right now, we have Edwin Evers. In second place, we have Brent Chapman. In third place, we have Stephen Kennedy. I didn't say Kevin Van Dam. He's one of the top anglers in the world. That's how competitive this tournament is. But Kevin Van Dam claims this as his start-off river, where he did his first pro tournament, and he expects that Bass and himself will set records while they're fishing here.
How much interaction will the public have with these guys?
Well, we're hoping they're going to have a lot, because these guys are actually great. They know that this is one of their missions for Bass, is to be able to go out there and talk to the public. Most of these guys, the ones that I've met, have been wonderful. They'll reach out and they'll talk with the kids. They're going to spend a lot of time trying to pass on what they know to some of the wounded warriors and soldiers. This will be special for them too. For them to take part in something so deep-rooted in the very fiber of our area and in the souls of the people, I think is a great opportunity for them. So to answer your question, they're going to answer questions. They're going to pass on some of their techniques to everybody and sign autographs and just meet the public.
And we've got concerts coming as well. Bucky Covington, Jason Michael Caro, a couple of country guys are going to be in town doing theirs. This is all free, right? Free shows?
Yeah, that's what really makes, I was in Kingston, Ontario just a few days ago for their big open. I got up on the stage and I told people of all the things, including Bucky coming and Michael coming. But I said the greatest charm of all of this, everybody, listen, this is free. This is free. Bring your kids, bring the families, bring the aunts and uncles and grandmas. There's something here for everyone.
And there's things to do, while they're fishing too.
Right. We set up, Joanne Roberts set up a huge festival called the Taste and Talents of the North Country. So there's going to be a fish simulator for kids to fight sailfish and marlin. There's a 12 by 18 trout pond filled with giant rainbow trout that's catch and release fishing for the kids. We're going to have a 50-foot giant glass fish tank filled with fish from the St. Lawrence River. And oh, by the way, the pro anglers are going to get on top of it and do demonstrations on how the fish react when the lures go through the water. Just a lot of fun for the kids. Bouncy houses, food. I mean, if you can't find something to do down there, you just can't find something to do because there's going to be plenty for everyone.
And if it's a good showing, then they'll come back again later and do this again in a couple of years,
well,
right?
that's our whole dream. And I know Bob has been talking to the folks at Bass extensively because he's the coordinator of this whole event. And these guys, I mean, the buzz is around the country right now. These guys are excited. And Bob, tell them what they've been saying to you.
Bass has been having meetings, and they said, first of all, we've got the most vendors ever for a Bass Elite event. Mm-hmm. We also have 2 headliners coming for free concerts. Actually, Jason Michael Carroll has played for Bass before and sold the place out. And so we've got 2 giant headliners. Then we have the Taylor Band coming up on Sunday, which was just voted New York State's top country band. So even if you're not a bass fisherman, but you love music, you get to enjoy both in a beautiful setting.
Yeah, this is, Bob was saying some of the things. We can't even say all the things that are going on here. There's so many. I'm thinking there's going to be a Birds of Prey event. There's going to be... I'll tell you one of the neat things. One of our small communities around here, Brazier Falls, has put together this great thing for families. They've got this beautiful restored carriage with 2 of these giant horses. They're not Clydesdales, but they're a ton apiece, and they're going to be taking people around for carriage rides. I mean, it's amazing the things that we put together. And I will tell you this. We're the smallest community ever to hold one of these events. And we have done more. Bass says they've never seen anything like it. And it really is a testament to what we are as an area, and that's what we want to show the country. To answer your question, if these guys catch fish, and if we have a smile on our face and make these people feel welcome, they're going to want to come back here and hold it. Why wouldn't they? This is in their benefit to have great events.
And there is an insert going out in the papers right now that gives you a full list of the events, the times that everything starts, so that you can sit down and plan your vacation for those 4 days starting on August 8th through the 11th. So check your paper for it. It's beautiful. It tells you what's going on, and that way you can get the most out of the event.
Now, for the Canadians, can we see it online somewhere?
Actually, if the Canadians go to www.northcountrybass.com, they can get a full listing of events, pictures, and, that'll get them up to speed. We also advertised in Just Fishing magazine, which is one of the oldest fishing magazines in Canada. Mm-hmm. They wrote up a huge story on the event.
Okay.
Dave, one of the other things I wanted to add to that is that this is a huge priority for us. This is a Can-Am celebration. We really are putting out the welcome wagon for our neighbors across the river to come here and take part in this because it's about all of us. That river is about all of us. And it's a way for us to kind of share our cultures and to get together and make new friends. So all you Canadians over there, please bring your families and come over here and have fun.
Where's parking going to be?
Actually, we have 10 parking lots set up around Waddington. Mm-hmm. So basically, people will come in, they'll park, and then take a shuttle bus, and that'll keep traffic flowing through the community. Mm-hmm. So it'll be set up so that it's very convenient for everyone. Take a shuttle bus into the event, and then they'll return you back to your parking lot.
Okay. NorthCountryBass.com. It's going to be a huge event next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don Meissner is going to be there. Bob Giordano. All these fishermen, all in Waddington. Going to be a great time. Guys, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Very good.
I forgot to say you're going to be there.
Yeah.